Hello, my dear Capricorn. This is the love reading, a prediction for the month of January with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. As an extended member to this channel, you will get these readings ahead of time and with no ads. And there's a pick a card reading up, the evolution of my romantic life for the full members to this channel, and the reading a message from my spirit guides is available for all the members to the channel. Subscribe and then check out the many perks through the join button that will appear, or follow the link in the description box to learn more about membership. And I can recommend that you rewatch the previous love reading for December to get a context, and this is the prediction for January. So I will start reading your cards, and I'm using the Tarot della NUIT. Okay. So when I open your deck here, I see the Seven of Cups together with the Eight of Pentacles and Justice. So we don't seem to be all that giddy or happy in our relationships at this point in time. We have tried a lot of different things to bring ourselves and the relationship justice, but it seems like nothing has worked. I'm getting the overwhelming feeling of that the other person doesn't really cooperate, or that they don't make the best effort in this situation, which leaves you being the only one that's trying to make things right for the two of you. Okay. So I call the divine with love and light. And here we have the King of Cups with Justice, which tells me that this person wants to make things in the best way they can, but for them justice might be something else. It's not the same for you, as for you. You have your reasons, they have their reasons. Okay. I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world, and here we have the Moon card together with the Justice card. So I think this is a situation where we need to start to look at ourselves and what we can do to feel happier and more at peace in our life. How to make us feel more appreciated by ourselves, and how we can get our own life on the right track without maybe asking too much from a partner that either isn't compatible or have very different thoughts about what happiness is than do you. So we'll see. I call the six elements, sorry if I'm repeating myself, Six of Cups together with Justice. So this situation is definitely repairable. It's just that we really need to have some deep conversation and truthful talk to come to terms with what's the different viewpoints that we have in this relationship. And it might be that the person that you're dealing with will have a hard time communicating their needs. Maybe their needs often has been kind of sidestepped, and they haven't been able to get their will through, and therefore they are reluctant to tell their will, because they might have very different ideas from other people what happiness is, and they have learned the hard way that's no point in telling their idea. So you need to be very open and paying a lot of attention to really listen. Okay. So I will tune in for a few seconds to you and the person most on your mind, and I will also fix that candle. So let there be light. So this is the new bottom of the deck, and we have the Page of Swords. So it's this person that you're dealing with, that they have a little child that hasn't been listened to, but still feel like it's entitled to seeing the world in the way that they see it, and not have to be forced to see it and understand it in the way you see it. They want to be their own individual with their own values and viewpoints. and this is the old bottom of the deck, and it's a 3 of Cups, so it seems like you have had a nice time together, and this person probably have shown more humble and kind of vulnerable feelings in this relationship, but it might have gone back to becoming a little bit worse between you two as of late, or this will happen maybe in January. Okay, so this is what's on your mind, with the person most on your mind, and this is the situation with said person. This is what's on their mind with you, your feelings, the bond between you two, their feelings, and this is your behaviors and attitudes, the outcome for January, and their behaviors and attitudes. So we start with the situation, and we have the Emperor. So on the surface, this person looks very hardened and cool and cold-hearted, but it actually might be that they have been manipulated a lot in their life, and they don't want to continue being treated like this. So it might be unfair that it hits you and no one else, but maybe they feel closer to you, and that you are the person that can ultimately understand them. Sorry for my voice. And this is what's on your mind, and we have the Temperance card, so that looks very lovely. It seems like you can, you're ready to try to embrace also their worldview, even if it hurts your heart that they are seeing things like this, even if it's painful, even if it's making the world a little bit, like you being a little bit disoriented in the world because you thought that the way you saw things, how love should be, how relationships should work, was the only right thing, and it was also the thing that made you feel safe. But this person has other things that makes them feel safe, and this is what's on their mind. And we have the Knight of Cups. So I'm getting the sense that this person loves you dearly, but is also ready to let the relationship go if you are not being happy in it, if they are just hurting you with their presence and with their actions and with everything they say they or do. So maybe then it's better that they leave you alone. But the Knight of Cups, it's an offer of love, but it's I'm definitely feeling this. They don't want to hurt you. They don't want you to suffer unnecessary just because they are in the way they are. Then it's better for you to maybe find someone more compatible. Okay, so this is the bond between you two, and it's death. So this relationship is asking you both to transform. You probably need to take in a little bit of each other. Maybe this person needs to learn to see things a little bit more your way, and you need to learn to see things their way. So it's asking a lot of both of you, that you really need to do that thing that you haven't been able to do before. Either that is letting go of control, or showing vulnerability, or whatever it might be that you have had a hard time doing for the sake of your inner peace. You have something that you want from the other that they should give you, but you need to give that type of inner peace to yourself, and see if you can let go of that need of control. It doesn't mean that we should endure abuse of any kind. If a person is always they have, it's almost like you don't think that they are a good person because their mouth is going in a way that's you don't feel like it's loving. And maybe then it's better to actually break up. Like the death is also opening up for that, and try to not engage in people that has that kind of swag with their mouth. And it's the same thing if this is a violent person, or then it's more absolute that we should really leave that person. They are not allowed to hurt other people, either with manipulation or gaslighting or or violence or anything like that. But if a person wants, like they have their own hopes and dreams, and it maybe crashes with your hopes and dreams for the relationship, you shouldn't take that away from them, okay? And this is your feelings towards them, and it's the Five of Wands, so it goes very well with the Temperance card, number 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. So this is how you battle things out. You don't understand each other, but you argue and you communicate until you do, until you are able to see the other person's point of view. And then it's like the light shines in, and we suddenly can understand them and see things from their perspective. And that's when we have expanded our mind to be able to comprehend more than what it was able to understand before. But it means that you feel like you're in conflict with them and that they don't see things your way. And this is their feelings. And we have a 9 of Wands. So 9 is connected to the Hermit energy, and Wands is connected to warrior and spirit. So this person feels kind of fed up with having to wear the dog's head or being the black sheep of this situation. They want to honor themselves by following their own head and their own mind, and they don't want to feel guilty for doing so. Okay. And your behaviors and attitudes, and we have the Lovers, so we can see a lot of love coming from you. We have the Alchemist wedding and the Lovers here. So you're prepared to do a lot of sacrifice and to temper yourself for the sake of the relationship, because this is how important this relationship is for you. And this is their behaviors and attitudes. And we have the Emperor, number 4, with the 4 of Pentacles. So again, I'm seeing a person that might have had their boundaries violated by other people forcing them to do things after their mind. So they might have had parents forcing them to do things in a certain kind of way, or living their life in a certain kind of way because it's pleasing to their culture, their family, even work, things similar to this. And so this person is very stubborn, and they rather would let the relationship go than change themselves, because they feel like they have done that oh so many times. We also have 13 here, a Death, 1 plus 3, 4. So it's a stable situation for now, and the person is either prepared to stay if you love them for who they are, or go if they are only hurting you with their presence. So it's a stable that can turn very unstable very quickly. Okay. And this is the outcome. And we have a 3 of Swords, so broken hearts. Broken hearts because you probably want to be together, but you can't if you aren't able to find some common ground. Okay, so clarify the Emperor. Time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. So I both feel like they're open to talking with you, but they're also open to moving on if this is not the relationship for them. Clarifying what's on your mind. And we have the Phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. So as we have seen before, you are prepared to make big changes both in yourself and in your expectations to try to cooperate with this person. Clarified what's on their mind. Date, meeting someone new, dating, get back out there, plan, set a date. So it's almost like they're already outside the relationship, planning for moving forward with maybe someone that has a more compatible lifestyle. So clarifying Death. And we have addiction, codependent, obsession, possession, controlling, has a block, restraint. And it's how they feel when it comes to you. They feel like you are codependent, that you can't live without them, and that you have a lot of requirements of how you want to be treated to be happy. And they don't want to fulfill these needs. They just want to be themselves, and you should be happy on your own or not. I'm not saying these because I'm agreeing with them. I'm saying what I'm seeing, okay, and what I'm giving you the best option to maybe deal with this relationship. If you want to keep it, and if you want to leave it, it's a perfect time for an out now. Clarifying your feelings. We have ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. You have a very beautiful heart, a very loyal heart. For you, love is very important, and you're prepared to really work on the relationship, putting the effort in, getting some work done. You even see it as something positive to look forward to learn more, to expand more, to understand more, to get a deeper, a better relationship. Clarifying their emotions, and we have it with the 9 of Wands. They're talking, interested, conversing more. Awaited messages arrive. The text, call, email, hoovering. So they're prepared to talk about it, but with the Hermit energy, it's almost like they are already decided to be single. But they're prepared to talk. If you have changed your mind like 180 degrees, maybe they will humor you and make another attempt with this relationship. Clarifying the 3 of Swords. Take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, gambling. And I think it's like you're both risking a broken heart in this situation, but it might not be so much that you can do because you're already, fancy each other, and to be without each other is going to be painful, but you can take a risk and try with the relationship, or take a risk and try with someone else. Maybe coming to a greener grass. Okay, clarifying the Lovers. We have soulmates, so you definitely feel like you are soulmates, and that your connection has a higher meaning, and that you want to continue working on this situation. Clarifying the 4 of Pentacles. Sunglasses. Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. So this person has a problem with they don't want to deal. They feel like every time they're talking to a person, this person persuading them to see things their way, and they are not allowed to see things their own way. So they're always being forced to be adapting to someone that has a smoother talk, better way of manipulating them, better way of putting down their reasons. Their reason seems selfish and a little bit stupid from most people's point of view, and this person is so used to it, they don't even feel like fancy talking. It's better to say something that you don't really mean and walk out the door. So it's like this person has given up and kind of fenced in themselves and their own wants and needs to be able to kind of not be needing of anyone else, because if they need anyone else, they also give that person power to manipulate them. So Goddess of Air. So this person probably have a little bit of mother issues, or doesn't mean their mother per se were hoovering, but it's the mother principle, loving you to death. So loving you until there's nothing left, eating you up. Okay, so they feel like it's easy for them to become consumed by the relationship. So I'll clarify. Never felt like this before. I can't love you in the way you deserve right now. So I think they feel closer to you than what they have done with most relationships in their life, but they also feel like they can't fulfill your needs. So they don't want you to be unhappy, and they don't want themselves to be unhappy. So they think it's better thing to just leave. I miss you more than I want to admit. And for you also, I'm ready for commitment. So for you, it's more like an open playing field. You're ready to put down the work. You're already put the gear on. You're ready to just dig in and, get this done. But you need to deal with this person's loss of hope. And if you love and love and love and love, they might not be able to feel their own feelings. So they can... it's like you are consuming all the love in the air as you are consuming all the oxygen. So I think you should also try taking a step back, letting this person miss you a little bit more, even if it's driving you crazy being away from them. But it's better being away from them for right now than to scare them running for the hills. If you love them, if this is a douchebag, you know, thank God and say, yes, this is the opportunity when I break up with this person. Don't complain about who they are, because you can't change another person. You can change yourself, but you can't change another person. They will change if they want to, but hoping for that or planning for that or, you know, gambling for that, you know, you are gambling with your own time. Maybe they will never change. So look, can you love them for who they are? Or is it better that you leave this relationship and move on to greener pastures? Okay, we'll see what the divine has to say about that. So the 4th house, your home and the roots of your being. So it seems like you are very centered around what's safe and familiar. So probably put more effort in your own house and in your own body, things like this, to make you feel more safe with or without this person. Comfort yourself in ways that you hope that they would comfort you. Of course, it can never trump the comfort of another person, but it seems as in this scenario, you can't get that kind of need met anyways. So a way to handle yourself and become more anchored is to take very good care of yourself. Might also be a good idea to show this person that you can love them unconditionally if it is your decision to keep them around. Okay. So I would urge you to watch the reading What Do They Want to Have Happen and the love reading for December to learn more about this situation or relationship. You can also order personal readings from me at tarot.com.se. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe and hit the notification bell to get a heads up when a new video is out. Take really good care until next time. Stay awake, stay healthy, stay blessed, and bye for now.